Hi, I'm Chops Lambourn with another edition of GVL TV. Proudly sponsored by Gagliardi Scott. Great people, great results. Today, I've got Josh Martin from the Mansfield Footballer Netball Club. How are you today, Josh?
Going well, thank you, mate.
That's the way, good to hear. Obviously travelled down, we're at Kai today, you're playing a big game. They just tell me that you've just told me that you're going to be thrown in the ruck today.
Yeah, I've been in the ruck all year actually. A few things haven't gone our way from a recruiting point of view. So I've had to go in there and it's been good fun. Go hard at the contest and try and negate things to give our mids a bit of a look at it.
Excellent. Now, living in Melbourne still?
Yeah, living in Melbourne with Ryan Bartlett, who I'll be playing with today. We both come over from Adelaide and we've been in Melbourne for a few years now.
Obviously there must be a few of you down in Melbourne, training-wise, and how does that work?
We're down at Albert Park at the moment. We've got 10 to 13 guys, really awesome bunch of guys, mixture of guys from Melbourne and guys from Mansfield who live in the city. So yeah, we get on really well and it's going quite well.
So you have a run down there on a Tuesday, Thursday nights or something like that? Yeah,
Monday, Thursdays. We did all pre-season down at Gosh's Paddock with a few other GV teams floating around, and now we're on our own sharing ground with Albert Park, and yeah, it's going really well.
Yeah, well that must work really well. Like you say, a few of the country boys getting together, or you might not be from the country, but playing country footy, and at least giving yourselves a good workout.
Yeah, that's right. Prior, I think everyone's trained together because we've got over 10 guys this year. We've been able to do some stuff by ourselves, and it just means a lot of ball work on our ball movement, how we want to play out there. So it's going well.
Now, it's funny. A lot of clubs will grizzle and complain about having to travel to Mansfield. When they play them, you guys travel the other way every second week. How's that go with?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is almost shorter for us than going out to Mansfield. We're out in Richmond, so we just get used to it. We get here early. One of the guys we live with plays in the reserve, so we get here nice and early, and it's fine. It doesn't bother us at all.
Good, and obviously a bit of banter on the way up, no doubt.
Plenty of banter, plenty of guys that might cop it in a few minutes' time. I think.
We'll get to the fast questions. Okay, and like I said, look, the club's going really well. You're enjoying your time there. I think you originally said that maybe Ned had recruited you to the club.
Oh yeah, well, I used to work for Craig Kelly, who obviously coached out at Mansfield a few years ago, and I had some friends who I was working with to come out here originally. I brought some friends with me and find myself back here. So it's a great club. There's great ties in Melbourne with Lang Constructions and with Alliance Insurance, and I get on really well with Belinda, who's involved in Alliance. So it was a no-brainer to come back, and it's been really good to be back. All right, how about we have a bit of fun now? Sure.
We go to the Fast 10. All right, who's the biggest pretty boy in the team?
Easily my housemate, Ryan Bartlett. I reckon we were 20 minutes later than what we should have been today because he was busy doing his hair, and I 100% saw a blow dryer in the bathroom this morning. Who
goes overboard with the strapping each game?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to nominate myself.
What about the living down there with a housemate? Does he secretly love Married at First Sight or The Bachelor?
I think Ben Fagan, another fella we drive down with, who I'm sure a lot of people know, I think he's big on that stuff. So,
who has the weirdest pre-game ritual?
Probably Ryan. He literally weighs his food the night before. Has to have the exact same thing each night before. Brown rice, always about 200 grams. Chicken has to weigh it perfectly. Always has to eat it at home at the dinner table. So he's a bit strange like that. Who's the biggest softie at the club? Look, I'm going to actually have to say Ryan again, and I hope this is the last one I do. But he might have fallen for a netballer pretty quickly this year. So
who's the sorest loser?
I'll go back to Ben Fagan. I got a good story. We were talking about it earlier in the week. A couple of years ago when we were training out in Glen Iris, we were having a bit of a wrestling competition after a couple of bad losses, and between Ben and I, we're not great. He was rubbing dirt in my face, and he was never going to lose. So I'd say Fagan. Who exaggerates the story the most? Tom German. He doesn't mind talking, and a bit of mayo comes on. He laced the boots for Essendon on the rookie list, and that always comes out, and doesn't mind a story with a bit on top. Nice. Who has the worst white line fever? Fagan. We haven't seen it this year, but he goes all right. He might have hurt himself last week doing that. Who has the worst tattoo? Need to confirm this, but Ashraf Davies, a recruit of ours this year, has dreads. They've come off, and I swear I've seen a little tattoo behind his ear. Oh, okay. Who should go on the Farmer Wants a Wife next year? I reckon Ross Brown, good country boy. I think he'd go all right. Good looking lad, yeah. Good looking lad, I like it. All right, Josh. Well, thanks for your time today. We appreciate it. I know you've got to get out there and get up into the ruck and get in the work. Big week this week. So thanks very much for joining us. Good luck today, and good luck for the rest of the season. Thanks very much. Thanks. Cheers. Thanks for joining us on another edition of GVL TV. Keep watching us on Facebook. Get onto YouTube. Give us a like, and we'll see you next episode.